Hi there. I just wanted to do a follow-up to the information I put on my website and my YouTube channel about the new Cricut Venture machine, which is their large format cutting machine. I want to share with you some more information I've found. And before we get too deep into that, if you're new to my tutorials and my site, thank you for joining me. You might have just found out about me from this little sneak leak information that I did. I have actually owned a Cricut since 2008. I was very active back in the days when Cricut used to have a message board right on their site. I know, those before the days of social media. I also ran a website called mycutsearch.com, and that's where we stored all of the images that we found in the handbooks, because back then cartridges, the only way you could see what images were on them were in these handbooks. So I go way back. Then I took a pause from the crafting world because my daughter was in sports and I wanted to be there for all that. But now I'm back, and here's just a sample of what I've made. So the thing you're gonna learn about me if you're new to my channel, I tell it like it is. I am not gonna sugarcoat it. I know Cricut will probably never work with me. While I like and use their machine, I'm not a fan of smart vinyl. So the Maker 3, I have absolutely no interest because I can cut matless with a different machine. So I don't need it. But if you love that kind of honesty and want somebody to tell you how it really is, from basically a mom crafter, then I'm the person for you. I'm not going to push products on you that you don't need. I don't pay for Cricut access. I do everything I do for free. I can show you how. I have free handbooks and resources on my site. If you feel like you need some special love and do want a one-on-one class with me, I do that. I'm in Minnesota. I'm actually trying to scope out a place that we could do in-person classes. So if that's for you, you're gonna follow me, like me, find me on social media, every channel, all the things. Sign up for my newsletter. SeanMosh.com is the site. Okay, so now I'm gonna stop this talking in my craft room and we're gonna go to the computer because I wanna show you, in case you haven't seen, some of the pictures and give you my feedback of what I think is good and maybe not so good with the new Cricut Venture. So if we go to the Cricut website, you can see they have the brand new Cricut Venture on here. And they have some images, plus they're going to be showing you the accessories already. This video is what they shared in their Facebook group for the launch. So I am just gonna, actually, I'm going to mute this because I don't want to hear what they're saying in all of this, hey, we've been working on this forever kind of stuff. I'm going to jump right to the good stuff. This is another thing you're going to learn if you're new to me and the way I work. I don't fill my videos with a bunch of fluff. I just get right to the good stuff, what you want to know. If you want to know how to slice, I got a video that'll show you in like 2 minutes. Boom. Okay, so now let's turn this back on and listen. So it still works with Design Space because we saw Design Space. Up to 25 inches of cutting. It's cutting matless with the Cricut Smart Vinyl, which I'm not a fan of. Okay, I want to say something right here. the, oops, I Do crew. So the thing they keep promoting or in everything I've seen is make multiples in no time at all. If I make a shirt that says I Do crew with people's names, really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names. It's not like I'm mass producing those. All right, continue on. Now, if I was making tumblers for my kids' entire class or soccer team, lacrosse team, okay, then I get it. That could be fun to whip through those. If you do these giant flowers and you can find giant paper, have at it. I'm not a giant paper flower girl. I'm not gonna lie, the angle is kind of cool. But how does that work if you don't have their stand? Okay, and can we take a moment to look at those little arms that went out? That's kind of cool. Lock it in. Okay, that makes sense. So you need to lock it down. But that mat, like how ginormous is that? Okay, the writing I did see, like that's kind of cool, and that marker is fat, so you could do this for like a school making poster boards kind of things. So that's kind of cool. A little holder on the table for your vinyl. Okay. So you can go 13 or up to 25-inch wide. This, I think, is kind of cool. This little cutoff tool that you run through there. All right, I'm sorry, that's kind of slick. Or automatic cutoff, and then it drops in the bin. That part is kind of cool. So it does still use Design Space. So if you don't understand how to use Cricut Design Space, I can help you there. I have taught thousands of people how to use Cricut Design Space. And like I said, my tutorials are right to the point. I've had so many people say, oh my God, Sean, I spent hours trying to figure this out, and then I watched your video, and 5 minutes later, I was like, I got this. All right, so
Wow.
let's
This is so
see if there's more
exciting.
information
This
here
is
that we
Cricut
want
Venture.
to dive into. Oh, okay, so then the
But before we
table
do that, Rick, why don't you
does
tell us
have
about
wheels on
docking
it,
stand for Cricut?
which is kind of cool because this machine is like 30 some pounds. So then you can roll the cart around and then lock it into place. Honestly, the look of this machine looks really similar to a plotter. I'm a drafter by trade, and we have to print out construction documents and blueprints. And the machine just kind of looks like a plotter that I would use. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so let's look at some of the images. Here it is on just a table, desk, work surface. It does go pretty fast. I'll see if I can find that video. And then you can cut a single image up to 12 feet. The one thing I did think of that this could be cool for is when people do those signs for their front yard or their front porch, if you want to do a longer design, or remember where there was the fad of everybody was making those ruler things to mark off how tall their kids are? Okay, so that could be cool. Um, this is where I say, sorry, Cricut, I'm out. $1,000 for the machine. Yes, if you're an Access member, you get a discount. But I don't pay for Cricut Access because I find all my images and fonts online for free. If you want to learn how to do that, let me know. I can help you out. Or go on my website, seanmosh.com. Type in free SVG or free font. If you can't find it, send me a message. I'll send you a link right to my resources. Okay, so it's not in stock yet. Great. So you get a discount if you're an Access member. You can use it with the desktop version of Design Space. Let's see if there's any more good pictures in here. I mean, if you were going into business making these for wall accent things, yeah, this could be cool. Or a party planner, I guess. All right, so then the machine plus the stand, $1,249.99. Wow. I don't have that kind of money sitting around. Machine plus materials. So now they're going to give you some of their Cricut brand smart vinyl, which I'm not a fan of. Um, like I said in my little intro, I will never buy a Maker 3 or the Explore 3 because the big benefit is that you can cut matless if you're using the Cricut brand smart vinyl. Well, I don't like Cricut brand smart vinyl, so you know that's not really a benefit for me. I might as well just get the regular Maker. Um, Materials only or machine only. Okay, so if you get it with the materials, it's yeah, still a lot of money. Okay, so then this is going to show it on the stand, and let's just cruise through this real quick to see if there's anything different that we didn't see in the other Cricut video. Nope, that's literally everything. Okay, see, if you want to just do it quick, stick with me. Those are some ginormous flowers. Um, are they going to start selling ginormous paper? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so fine point blade, performance fine point blade. So that sounds like it's gotta be a different blade. You can't just use your blades you already have. Hmm. I made cut off blade. I did like that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did like that. The pens and markers, the fact that they were big, thick ones, that was kind of nice. Okay, so here's what some other people are making. I have seen two people that have posted pictures and that they actually have the machine in hand. But one thing I want you to know, anybody that got the machine early and has it right now before we can buy it, they probably had to sign a contract with Cricut. And in that contract, it probably told them some of the stuff to talk about and the benefits. Like, I'm sure they're going to be pushing the fact that, yes, it's, yeah, over $1,000, but if you do it on the Access, then look, you're saving even more money. And plus, you get all the benefits of Access, blah, blah, blah. So that's how they're going to do it. Um, Cricut is a business. I get that they're going to always have to come out with new machines or push their Access membership on people because that's how they make money. I get it. When Cricut started off, they were very much for the hobbyist, the person like me. I'm just a mom who loves to craft and probably makes way too many things with Disney themes in them because that's what I love. Now I feel like they're trying to go into the professional machine business, and that's like a whole nother world. And honestly, people who turn their crafting hobby into a business probably already have a machine. I'm going to do a quick search here So here's what I would consider like a competitor. And okay, so it is over $1,000, but this one comes with the stand, I believe. Let's look shopping. Oh, that's just the blades and software. Okay, so I mean, you could find a professional grade cutter for less. Um, I guess personally, if I needed a professional grade cutter, I would be going with a company that's all they do. Like Fiskars does scissors, so you know they're going to do scissors well. Cricket, are you going to come out with a sewing machine next because you just want to make new things? I don't know. I'm not I'm not jumping on board to buy one in no way, shape, or form. If it's for you, go for it. So, but if you liked my honesty and that I got right to the point without a whole bunch of fluff, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Then I want you to go to SeanMosh.com and you're going to click on every one of these buttons and follow me on social media. Then you can scroll down here and sign up for my newsletter because I actually have an announcement coming out on Thursday that you might be interested in. If you feel like you need help learning to use Cricut Design Space, check out my classes or my free resources. I have handbooks that will show you how to use Cricut Design Space. And if you're in any of the Facebook groups where people are like, my Cricut did this, what am I doing wrong? I swear 90% of those problems I could answer either in one of my tutorials I have, or in my handbook, or in my course. I even have this handbook is specifically for people who are using Design Space on the iPad. I recorded all the videos that go with this on my iPad. So when you're in here, you get kind of a written information, but then I'll say, hey, click here for the video on this part. So this is a great resource for people who use Design Space on an iPad or a tablet. Honestly, if you use this, use Design Space on your phone, it will work for that too. The screen's smaller. So, but otherwise it's the same icons and buttons. So many people will jump on Design Space and say, their video, the canvas looks like this, but mine looks like this. What am I doing wrong? Well, you're not doing anything wrong. You're watching a video for the app versus the computer. I even have reminder sheets. People will say time and time again, Cricut Design Space is always changing. Okay, well, I'll give you that they might move some things around or change the icons, but Slice has always cut, and Slice has always only worked if you have two things selected. Weld has always been for joining things together since the day it came out. Um, so if you need a little reminder sheet, I have that. And then I will continue to share updates and information with you. And if you want to learn how to really master your Cricut, I highly recommend my Teach Me Cricut Design Space online course. It's basically everything that's in my head about knowing and using a Cricut since 2008. I mean, there's even information in there that's historical, pre-Design Space, just general Cricut knowledge in this. If you hung around to the very end of this video, thank you. And I hope you do follow me and we can craft together. Before you go, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. I love to hear from you.